about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's second down. Here's a give to Smith. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now first down throw complete downfield. And he'll go down the number 4, getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
29 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
A first down carry for Smith. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley, from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Badgley able to knock this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
The tackle by
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Block on the give. It's Lindsay. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down right at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That one complete. He finds Sharp. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. It's complete. Henry. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Complete. Henry with the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 3, Broncos nothing.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down right at.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after, either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got it to James White. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. This is James White. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
First down, Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Chargers' 23-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Lindsey, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bronco ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's It's Lindsey. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Chargers 6. Brandon McManus to kick.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The returner, DJ Chark. Well, it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First down, Smith. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Allen's got it complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
25-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Left side completion to Jones. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down and goal to go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Here we go now with Smith. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Ito Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
Makes the score Chargers 13, Broncos 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And the Broncos first down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And McManus able to put it through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing again on second down. Block into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie linebacker, Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back into the pick six and a Charger TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Badgley on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Ranks the score, Chargers 20, Broncos 10. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there. There's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, block. He'll fire one down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Locke again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. It's complete. James White. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
His Locke on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
27-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stamped just before the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. And this play will be blown up. yardage back at the 38. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Now a carry for Lindsey. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down. Broncos.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
49-yard line.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Locke. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Ito Smith, the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll begin with a handoff to Smith. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Smith. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A first down carry for Smith. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down now, it's Smith. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith. 20. He will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken at the... Oh, miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that will be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going with Lindsey, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
Herbert on the keeper.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Herbert on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the